Hi, welcome back or welcome to my channel if you're new. My name is Laura. Hi, hello, welcome. Today we are looking at my collection because we are doing a Shop My Stash, my first Shop My Stash for 2022, which is always super exciting. I am filming this obviously, well, you're seeing this a couple weeks late. It is the 15th, 16th, I think. We're halfway through January right now. I was about to say June. Wow. So we're about halfway through January at the moment. And I wanted to just give myself some permission to like use my collection as a whole for the first couple weeks of the new year. And now that I've kind of settled into my routine with some of my Project Pan items, I figured that it's a good time to shop my stash. So I think how I'm going to do my shop my stash, I'm going to change things up a little bit from last year and the year before to this year. Typically my shop my stash was once a month at the very beginning of the month, and we shopped for like the whole month, right? This year, what I think I want to do is once I do my Project Pan updates, give myself a couple weeks, kind of like you're seeing now. I filmed all my Project Pan intros at the beginning of the month or the tail end of December, and now we're kind of just like backfilling with the Shop My Stash. So I want to do my monthly Shop My Stash over here on my channel, but then every 2 weeks or in between the Shop My Stash, over on my Instagram, I'm gonna like put back and pick out a couple other focus items. I find for myself that if I continue to use Shop My Stash items for the entire month, I tend to get really bored of what I'm doing. So I'm hoping that doing even like a simple refresh, maybe I'm using this setting spray and I'm just sick of using this. I switch it out with a different setting spray and it feels like I have a whole new set of makeup that I'm using. So that's kind of what I'm going to try to gauge and do this year, is kind of just give myself more flexibility and more range to use my collection as a whole, rather than like, oh, I'm going to use these 5 items and then only Project Pan items, and then the next month these 5 items and only Project Pan items. So I'm really hoping to kind of make some good progress and touch every single item that I have in my collection. It sounds so silly, I feel like, for someone to say like, I want to touch everything I own, when in theory, yes, I can, but it's just hard to dedicate that time and energy to it. So I have an empty bin here from my acrylic drawers that I keep as like my everyday makeup. However, now that I've kind of changed to this setup, I almost just reach into here, but I do want to just like have this as like my focus items, I guess. Now, typically I have a hard time reaching for this contraption up here, which holds like my eyeliners, mascaras, loose shadows, all that kind of stuff. I moved all of my eye products up here. So I did pull my eye items already. So I'm just going to really briefly talk about that before my camera battery dies and I need to change it. So I have my eyeliners here. I just pulled a black pencil liner, a nude pencil liner, and a black like liquid eyeliner. So those are going to be the eyeliners I'm going to use for the month of January, at least up until I decide that I no longer want to use any of these for the month. Then I also wanted to grab a couple loose eyeshadows. So I know I tend to not focus on my loose eyeshadows, and the selection of eyeshadows I pulled for my Pan Those Eyeshadows, I will link that in the cards and in the description box, but I feel like they're begging for light shades like this. So I have MAC Whisper Pink, which is just a really, really light pink shade, and then I have this Bare Minerals Pewter shadow. So let me give you guys a swatch of these. Alright, so these are the shadows that I'm going to roll in. This is Whisper Pink. It's very, very light. And then this is Pewter by Bare Minerals. It's kind of like everything I want Mont Blanc, which is in my Pan Those Eyeshadows. It's like everything I want that shadow to be. So hopefully that'll like give me some more inspiration to wear some cooler tone looks for the month of January. But I have to change my camera battery, and then I'm going to just shop my stash with you guys, and then we'll recap in a bit. Real quick, I just wanted to point out how cool my new mug is. It is Legend of Zelda. Looks like Wind Waker kind of style, but we went to an arcade yesterday and I won this, and I'm pretty darn excited about it. So I love my little Zelda, or Link I guess, mug. So pretty cool, happy about that. Now getting into my actual shop my stash. So I told you guys the items that I was going to be pulling from this white organizer up here that is very, very difficult to film me selecting items from. So we had just like my eye products in here, and now we get to pick all of like all of the all kind of stuff. So I kind of have no idea where I want to go with this. So I guess I'm gonna start, maybe we'll just start from this side and work our way down. So I'm gonna move you. So I'm gonna start with this section over here, which honestly, I don't think that there's gonna be too much that I wanna pull out of here, but in the very back, you can't even see it, there is a contour palette. So this is the e.l.f. Cream Contour Palette. Now I did scrape a bit of this guy out and mixed it with a cream blush, or I guess it was a lipstick, so you guys may have recognized this from last year's Project Pan, but I mixed some of this with it to create like a little bit lighter, and then, yeah, I just kind of want to use this. So I am gonna pull it and use it. Then I have a pretty basic highlight. It's one of these new Kaleidos ones. And I think I just want to pick one of like the sparkly ones. So that's any of these three or like these two. And I think to give myself a little bit of variety, ooh, I don't know actually. I lied. I'm going to do a multi-chrome highlight because why not? So I am actually going to do this one. This is the Kaleidos Space Age Gifted Highlight. Josh ended up buying the whole collection of them for me for my Christmas present, so it was very sweet of him to purchase that. But that is this guy, and I'm so excited to have an excuse to use this. It is so pretty. Oh man, let's get a... Hopefully you can see the shift of it. It's so pretty. It's so pretty. So I am excited to give this a little use. So there is that. Do I want to pull another blush? I don't know. I think I do. I don't reach for... There's some blushes in this... Oh man. This little magnetic palette. There's a couple blushes in here, and I don't ever like let myself use them. So I think, do I want to use that one or that one? Ooh, let me swatch these on my hand first. I think I'm going to go with this guy. This is Melba. Yeah, that is Melba. I bought that when that was like the it shade. Melba by MAC. It's a very heavy swatch, so it'll be sheared out when I actually use it, obviously, but that, I want to pull that. Very happy about that. I feel like I want to pull this guy. This is the NYX Marshmallow Primer. I was really loving this at the tail end of last year, so I think I'm just going to pull it out and give myself the okay to just like go ahead and use this more. Then I do want to pull a foundation out from back there. And truthfully, I'm going to pull this guy. This is my Super Goop CC cream. This expires in May, so I just kind of want to get some use out of it. It's a little too light for me at the moment. However, I have that cream contour palette that I can kind of mix the shadow or the shades a little bit to try to make this a little bit better for my like toning right now or my coloring. So I'm going to pull that in and just give it some love before it expires. Concealer, I am going to pull my powder concealer out. I am panning a concealer right now, but I find that I like just a little bit of something extra. So I'm going to pull this. This is Bare Minerals Well Rested. Is a great under eye concealer for my coloring. It's very brightening and it does cancel out the blue reddy kind of tones that I get under my eyes in my eye bags. So I'm excited to pull this guy out. And then I don't think I'm going to pull any of these creams out because I am using so many cream products in my projects. My year-long project pan, a project that's going to be coming on Thursday. I've already filmed and edited, so that video is coming Thursday. So some items may not be in here. To my setting sprays and lip products. So I'm so close to being done with this Ulta Beauty like SPF 50. So I am going to pull this guy out and just try to finish this in the next couple weeks. I think I can totally do it before the end of the month. So I'm going to pull that guy. I have an endless amount of lip products that I can pull. So, man, I have no clue. So, first thing I want to pull is actually this way back here. This is my Kylie Cosmetics lip lipstick in Bare. It's just a nice like pinky nude, and I think it'll be flattering for some of the eye colors that I have currently in my rotation. So that is that guy. This was a freebie with an Ulta order once upon a time ago, so I'm gonna pull that in. Again, that is the color there. Then I think I'm gonna actually pull this guy. This is ColourPop Luxe lipstick in the shade Layover, yeah. And it's pretty. I think also I wanna pull this. This is a Kiko Milano. This is in the shade 105. It's probably pretty similar to, oh, it's a little warmer, or cooler, I guess. A little more toned than the ColourPop one, so I am gonna pull that. And then I do want to pull one of these Dose of Colors ones. I want to pull Butterscotch. It's the lighter of the two. It is the lightest lipstick I have, so this works really well as like a center of the lip kind of shade in conjunction with some of these. Like, it is almost my skin tone. Like, that's how light this is. So not super flattering as a lip color in and of itself, but it is flattering in like the center portion of the lip. In the same vein, I am going to pull my nude sticks in Mystic. This is starting to smell a little off, both of my nude sticks ones. They're just kind of smelling like a little off, so I'm going to just pull both of them with hopes of using them more. So that is the shade Mystic there. And then I am going to pull Whisper as well. Just, again, they're smelling a little off. So I just want to give myself the okay to kind of use them and start trying to get them out of my collection as soon as possible. And Ripley has come in to complain, or to say hello. Hi, buddy. Hi. I should pull another gloss, but I do have a couple glosses or like balms, or gloss and balm in my rotation right now. This I was trying to pan completely last year. There's not much left in it, but the stopper is out and it's super goopy, so I don't actually store it in with my lipsticks anymore. So this is just gonna sit on my desk. Same thing with this one. This is a SPF 30 lip balm by Supergoop. This expires in June, so I just want to give myself the okay to like use it whenever. So this is gonna just continue to live on my desk. So there's that. And I want to use one of my oldest glosses. That is the e.l.f. Mint Melt. I'm gonna pull this eye out to use. Really enjoy that. It looks super gross now, like since the lip colors have been like coming in and out of it. It's like cloudy and nasty, but it was once upon a time a clear gloss. And then the last thing I think I want to pull is this. This is a NYX Filler Instinct. This is in the shade Sugar Pie, excuse me. And I think it'll pair with some of the lighter tones of lipsticks. It'll go on top and make them not as light. So I'm gonna pull that as well. I do have a brown lip liner in my purse that just lives in there. It's the LA Girl Bare that I've been panning for like 2 years. But I am gonna pull, there are occasions where I do just wanna pull and use the red. Ooh, I keep whacking my glasses on my ring light. So I'm gonna pull my MAC Lip Pencil in Beat. That's that guy there. And I think just one more for good measure. So I am going to pull this Kylie Lip Pencil out, and it's mainly because it's separating from the component, so I know that I haven't even had that for this for that long, and it's like drying out. So I am going to pull this guy out. This is the lip liner in Bare, so it'll complement the lipstick fairly well. And I think that's it for my Shop My Stash. That is everything. Yeah. So we have our bin here. I'm not going to talk about, or I'm not going to show you guys me putting it back, but this is all the items that I'm going to be bringing into my rotation to accompany my Project Pan items. Maybe in a month, I will recap and like let you know how I did and how many times I used everything. But look out for in the next couple weeks, or in about 2 weeks, I'll have like a refresher on my Instagram. So let me know if you like that kind of style where we do like a full-on Shop My Stash, then like a mid-month refresh. So yeah, let me know how you feel about that. But that is it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys are staying healthy, sane, and safe, and I will catch you in my next video. Bye!